What's good? What's good? Man, episode 1. We trying this new thing out this week, y'all. Welcome to Wreck the Mic with your boy J.A. from the newest crew, man. What it do, man? So I was asked to do this 30-minute desk style sports show for the people, so we got a whole new setup. I'm trying this whole little green screen out. We got the microphone behind me right now, man. And hey, if you feeling it, man, please let me know what's up. If you can't hear me, somebody shoot me a text and be like, hey, bro, turn them up, start over, something ain't right, dog. But nah, we're going to keep this 30 minutes, man. Keep it short and funky, man. So we're going out to, colleges all across America, man, once we start getting this thing rocking and rolling. And, man, I'm just happy to be here. Again, I'm your host, J.A. Jonathan Anderson. We talking sports, y'all. Everything sports. Everything this last week and everything coming up this weekend. It's a big weekend coming up, too, people. Man, Super Bowl, y'all. We're going to get to that first and foremost, man. So, yeah, why not? Let's go on and kick that thing off one time for your mind. So, what we got? First up, oh man, got all kinds of graphics and things to bring to the people. Got to make sure it look right. Can't be messing up though. Before we get to Super Bowl, man, it's a lot going on in sports, man. In the NFL, in particularly, there's a lot of coaching changes this week, man. A lot of new coaches added to the league. We got coaches suing the people. We got, coaches retiring. We got coaches coaching, But we're going to discuss these first new NFL head coaches, and congratulations to you all. Man, I'm not surprised, but, my guy, Brian Flores is not one. I am surprised, actually, because he's probably one of the best available coaches out there. Anybody that can do what he did with the Miami Dolphins. He's from the Belichick tree, so the man knows what he's doing. He's dominated Bill Belichick time and time again. But, we got Lovie Smith getting another go. His last season he coached, he was 10-6 before getting fired. Chicago ain't been the same. I don't know if that was a good move. But it was a good move for the Texans to pick him up, man. Especially if they can go ahead and get Deshaun Watson back in the building. Man, nobody's talked about that guy like he's not one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. Like, goodness gracious. I tell you what, down here in Dallas, I know we'd much rather have Mr. Deshaun Watson balling out here right now instead of the number 4 that we have. The best number 4 right now currently in Texas is not on the field. Not playing for the Texans, but I understand why. Completely. But man, so it was a lot of good moves, man. Looks like, Doug Peterson's back in the league. He won a Super Bowl in Philly with those Eagles. Now he's back in Jacksonville. See what he can do with a young, hungry quarterback, man. That should be good. See what all comes from that, man. Josh McDaniels is getting another opportunity out in Las Vegas, back in the AFC West, where he was unsuccessful the first time around. I think he was 11-17. We'll see what happens, man. We shall see how it goes. But, we got 9 new coaches, man, and it's a big deal because it's not much. I think it's 2 African-American coaches in the NFL right now. So, the numbers got to get up, man. They got to get up. It's all good. You can't hear me, Slingshot? I appreciate that, man. I hope that wasn't an error, man. Got me wanting to check my situations going on. So let me see here. Y'all give me 1 second. It's all good. It's all good. This first go around for the Wreck the Mic show. It's Friday night, man. Let me see what's happening. We'll let it be, man. Nah, man, I can't just let it be, man. I gotta make sure y'all can hear me, man. Getting started, kind of, it's new, man. Out here by myself. I ain't got my dogs to my left and my right, Shout out to Mark Clayton and Jonas Bull. Man, y'all got to come check us out every Wednesday on Noonish because we have a great time drinking whiskey. That's the problem. That's why I feel so awkward. I don't have my glass next to me right now. But it's all good. Let me just make sure that you guys can hear me real quick, and I'm gonna keep it rolling. Oh yeah, yeah, we good to go. Test successful. There we go. All right, so we're gonna keep it rolling. So yeah, there is a big game this weekend coming up in the NFL. I don't know if you heard about it or ever heard of it before, but it is called the Super Bowl. Man, crazy matchup, right? We got the Los Angeles Rams visiting in their home stadium against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, if anybody picked these two teams to be in the Super Bowl, please, man, you guys hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk about odds next year because you know something that I don't know. Now, I will say Mark Clayton, he was a Ram. He's a homer. He was being a homer when he made this decision. I don't know if they'd be there without Von Miller and Odell Beckham Jr., but Mark Clayton was ahead of the game, picked the Rams in the preseason, man, right, to go to the Super Bowl. But nobody picked the Bengals. Nobody picked the Bengals. I knew they were special, though. If you think about it, all the talent they had, I was thinking about them versus the Cowboys coming into the season. I was like, wow, they got a young, athletic roster and a hell of a quarterback, Joe Burrow. Cool Joe. That dude there, black turtleneck, New Jack City with his Nike diamond chain on. I like Joe Burrow, man, smoking his cigars. How can you not like that kid? That dude is, he's special, man. He's very poised, constantly, he's under control, man. Like, sack me 9 times. I don't care. We're going to come out on top. That's what Joe Burrow is about. He's about getting those wins, man. He did it in LSU, and now he's doing it in Cincinnati. Man, LSU, you got a lot more talent around you, but hey, it's kind of strange. It's a lot of Oklahoma guys. It's a lot of LSU boys. The same guys that carried Joe Burrow off of the field after the LSU national title game is the same man that carried him off of the field in the AFC title game. So, man, I had to pick Joe Burrow just for the simple fact that me and Mark got the same record right now. And somebody got to win this tournament. Who you got, on newness we have going on. So, absolutely, I went with Cincinnati. And, man, I really think they got a chance. They've been surprising a lot of people. Nobody expected them to come out of that Kansas City game. That was a very impressive win. That Tennessee win was a very impressive win. So it hasn't been an easy road for those guys. And they've been balling. So how could I not go with the Cincinnati Bengals? Who they? So we're going to keep it rolling, man. A lot of news, a lot of things to talk about. Big trades? Trader Joe looking at. Nah, bro. So this is what's crazy to me. James Harden, bro. Like, come on. What you gonna do, bro? How many? You gonna go to Golden State next? You going to Golden State? You gonna ask for a trade to Golden State now so you can get a ring like your boy Durant? But incredible, those two guys couldn't get along, right? They've played before in OKC. He basically begged and pleaded to get out of Houston and get to, the New Jersey? To Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? He begged and pleaded to get up there, only to do the same thing to get out of there and go to Philly. Now, what the hell you think? What you going to do in Philly? What you going to do in Philly, bro? Like, what you going to do in Philly, James Harden? You don't have Kyrie anymore, right? You don't have Kevin Durant anymore. Like, what do you need? Joel Embiid? Hey. So I've been calling Joel Embiid Hollow Man. During the season, the guy is a monster. He's an animal. But come playoff time, no heart. The guy got no heart, man. He disappears, bro. Like, go on, I'll see you later. But you think you're going to do something better, taking Paul Millsap, and I know that's just a part of the deal, you think you're going to get any further, bro. Any further. And if you don't sign a deal and get an extension, I don't know if you're going to get max money because that will be the worst contract in the history of the NBA. Straight up, right? You're looking at being a 38-year-old man making $62 million a year? Doubtful, bro. Doubtful. It's only one 38-year-old man that I know that can probably do that. And he ain't 38 yet. And that is one King James. One King James. And he's even on the decline. He's not getting up like he used to. But other parts of his game are improving. And he's still King James. Now, I don't know if he can overcome this LA situation, but we'll talk about that later. And on the flip side of that trade, oh my goodness. Now you have a Seth Curry, right? Not to mention Joe Harris, once he comes back and is able to shoot, bro, like that's a comparable, Steph and Clay combo, right? You feel me? Because those dudes can shoot the rock, absolutely shoot the rock. And we have a young Ben Simmons. He doesn't want to shoot the ball anyway. So now he's going to be penetrating, addition to Durant, addition to Kyrie, like that's a much better combination than James Harden, Durant, and Kyrie, just in my opinion alone. And, you throw in Andre Drummond in there just because. Now you got another big to help those guys on defense. And Drummond is not, he's a pretty young buck. He's been in the league for a while, but he's still a young guy, man. It's kind of incredible how young he is. So he's got some years, man. He's not nearly as good outside of Detroit as he was while he was in Detroit. But the guy can still go, man. He's going to be very good. Now, that's not the only trade that took place. We are in Dallas, Texas. Yes. Finally. Kristaps Porzingis traded. We knew it was coming. We didn't know who it was going to be for, but we knew it was coming. So we'll see. Hey, we got the Bitcoin man. We got the Bitcoin man here down in Dallas now. Mr. Spencer Dinwiddie or Dinwiddie. I don't know how to say his name yet, but I'm going to figure it out if he balls. If not, I'm going to keep messing his name up on purpose. But hey, that was the first man to get his contract in Bitcoin. I'm just saying. He's a pretty smart guy. He did this years ago, well before it went over $30. I think he got that contract when it was in the 13,000 a coin range. But yeah, he might have the best contract in the NBA at this point in time right now. But anyways, that was another major trade. And I don't know if y'all saw how happy Luka was last night. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Luka was like, hey, finally, the weight's lifted. The cloud's gone. No more Kristaps. Those guys, we thought that was going to be a great combination, man. Right? But they couldn't get along. I guess it's much like the Durant and Harden situation. Just didn't work out. It looked good on paper, but not in real life. Nowhere else. It's all good. But Kristaps, bye-bye. He gone. Glad to see you gone, big dog. And moving on, there was another significant trade that I think that people may overlook and undervalue, but I am not going to undervalue this trade at all. Very good trade. Much like the one last year. Do y'all remember when PJ Tucker arrived in Milwaukee? And nobody really said too much about it. And then those Bucks went on to win that NBA championship last year, surprisingly. I thought the Greek Freak was Hollow Man, but no, that guy got heart. He's got heart. That guy has worked his butt off to become the Greek Freak. And, they just got better in this trade right here. So they got rid of Rodney Hood, right? And another gentleman, I can't say his name properly, so I'm not going to mess it up. But who the Bucks did receive was one Serge Ibaka, another Oklahoma City Thunder guy. Jeez, we're going to talk about another OKC guy. They must have been pretty good back in the day. Like straight up. They must have been pretty good back in the day, but now they're all dispersed around the league, helping other teams win, chasing rings. All of them chasing rings. Durant's the only one that's got them. Westbrook's chasing them. Serge got one in Toronto, so he's no longer chasing, so he's helping other people. But James Harden, the fraudulent hooper, the guy that has to run into people and throw the ball up to get a foul and score 30. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, man, so good trade right there, Milwaukee Bucks. You do get points for that trade in my book. And we got to keep this show rolling because 30 minutes, man. I can go long, I can go all night, but 30 minutes is all we got. So what is we gonna do? Y'all? Lake Show in the house, man. Y'all know I'm a Lakers fan, man. I can't help it. I grew up in Dallas. We sucked when I was growing up. Jimmy Jackson wasn't getting it done, bro. Jason Kidd, Jamal Mashburn, they wasn't getting it done. Man, Derek Harper wasn't getting it done. Brad Davis, Rolando Blackman, they were good, Roy Tarpley, they were solid players, but the team was bad. So I became a Lakers fan. And to see what's going on right now with these Lakers is just, ugh. I don't know what to say about it, man. It's sad. It's sad. And then just Westbrook, man, I was hoping we would get a trade, but I don't think anybody wants you right now shooting bricks off the top left of the backboard. They may as well sign me. Straight up, I can do that. I can do that, Westbrook. And then you see Westbrook trying to rally the troops on the bench like, hey, guys, it is going to be okay. Hey, I wish I could get in the game and help you. Bro, LeBron and AD are looking at him like, bro, if you don't sit down and shut up, bro, like, why'd you even come out here? You lied to us, bro. You lied. Out here dressing up in skirts, dresses, and wearing blue hair. You need to be in practice while you're getting your hair dyed, dog. Out here shooting them bricks, man. What you think this is, bro? Like, come on, Westbrook. We need you, man. We need you, Westbrook. And you know what we need you to do? We need you to come off the bench. We need you to come off the bench and be a sixth man, maybe even seventh. But I want to say a sixth man. We need you to do it, bro. Because right now you're looking real fraudulent, you know? Real fraudulent, right? We need you to be able to come in the game when LeBron needs a breather and somebody's got to pick up the slack offensively. You and Carmelo could go in there and do some damage. You penetrating and dishing out to Melo on that corner right over there. You know, Melo, he been hitting that since Syracuse days, you know? So I'm just saying, Westbrook, I need you to come on with it, man, because everybody looking at you right now as the reason the Lake Show is not booming. And I know it's not fair to say that, but at the same time, it absolutely is, bro. It absolutely is. I appreciate you, Goo Punch, man. I appreciate you, Goo Punch. You know, I'm going to keep it coming, man. We just going to keep it rocking, keep the content coming any and every way, man. This Friday night, this is the Wreck the Mic Show. One more time, man. I appreciate y'all watching, but Lake Show, pick it up, man. Pick it up, bro. That's all I got to say about that. So we'll keep on moving on. And we were just mentioning a young man that was pretty excited about a certain Kristaps Porzingis moving on. Did y'all see that boy went Ichiro last night? That boy went straight Ichiro. Luka hit 51. If you don't know what I meant by Ichiro, that was his jersey number in Seattle. Luka went off last night, man. You know? No Kristaps, no problem. As a matter of fact, guys, the floor is, you know, spaced out. We got some guys that are hungry out here. They can stay on their feet. They're not falling down like the London Bridge. You know, taking up all the space because they're 7'3". You know, breaking shots, not backing people down at 7'3" in the paint. You know, getting bullied by guys that are 6'5", even though they're 7'3". Like, I think Luka is tremendously happy about that trade. Like, I hadn't seen, look at the smile on his face in this picture. He hadn't smiled like that since he been here. Only time I saw him smile like that was in the Olympics. You know? Like, straight up. Like, since Kristaps Porzingis has been in Dallas, I haven't seen Luka smile like that. And that's been Luka's whole career from what I understand. If I remember correctly. Like, this dude looks like his shoulders dropped like 4 inches, bro. He's just like, thank you. Thank you, Mark Cuban. You do love me. I do love you. I see why Dirk played for 90,000 years. Scored 100,000 points. Because of this. So, yeah, man. I don't know, man. The Luka deal, Luka Doncic, man, he's a special player. He's the type of guy that can carry a team a long, long ways by himself. He doesn't need much help. I don't want to say by himself. He's just so good at making the people around him so much better. It's crazy, man. It's invaluable, his skill set. He's not a very athletic guy, so he's going to play for a long time. He's not going to get very many injuries unless he keeps getting beat up by other dudes, right? Just trying to punk him out. But Luka's a tough cat. I love Luka, man. I love Luka. So, man, shout out Luka Doncic, man. Let's see what happens moving forward. I think you're balling. I think you're going to continue to ball and get better. Things are only going to get better. Hopefully more guys will come down and want to play with you, but we'll see. It's just something about those Dallas Mavericks guys aren't very interested. Might be those 1-year contracts Mark Cuban keeps handing out to everybody but the superstar. But we'll keep on moving forward in the show. Did y'all see LeBron and KD last night? This was hilarious. LeBron. I read LeBron was the ultimate troll for this one right here, man. Like, so if you don't know the backstory, so LeBron and KD are picking, like park style for the All-Star game. So they got the All-Stars, the starters, the reserves. They got everybody in the list, right? LeBron purposefully did not pick James Harden the entire time they were choosing players, just to see if KD would. Now, mind you, this is the same day as the trade goes down. James Harden made it clear he no longer wanted to play in Brooklyn, which is just shave your beard. Shave your beard. You look like a fool, dog. You suck and you look like a fool with that big beard. But you also look like a walrus without it. So I don't really know. But the big ass teeth. But he straight up trolled him, bro. Like that. LeBron purposefully left him on the list. And this is just hilarious to me that he would do such a thing. Like this. That dude's playing chess all the time, bro. Chess all the time. There was 2 players left, and it was James Harden and Rudy Gobert. And it was, remember, Gobert is the whole reason that everybody shut it down in the NBA. This dude here got COVID, rubbed it on the microphones. He almost ruined his whole team. I'm surprised they let him back into the league after doing that. Donovan Mitchell forgave him. You know what I'm saying? Like, now he's in the All-Star game. 2 dudes left. COVID. You got COVID and James Harden left. And Kevin Durant picked COVID. COVID Gobert, over James Harden. That just shows you Durant's petty than a mug, like straight up. That's hilarious. I thought it was a good move by LeBron. Hilarious move, man. Great personality, man. We love that. We need to keep seeing stuff like that from these players. Just different sides of the personality. That's fun. I love this new All-Star setup. NBA does it right, is all I'm saying. Other leagues can learn. Speaking of other leagues can learn, we'll move on to the MLB. Major League Baseball, man. So, not much to talk about here, considering these dudes are on a strike right now. Not a strike. They are on, is it a strike? It is a strike. A lockout. Lockout? Yeah, it's a lockout. That's what it is, right? So, they have not come to an agreement yet to the new terms. And there's no baseball taking place right now. But something that has come to light is the fact that the steroid drug tests has expired. As of December, the steroid test has expired. So this is what trips me out. So you guys, y'all go off and, Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens can't get in the Hall of Fame because of steroids. And right now, it's not even an issue. Like the same way it wasn't an issue back then. They weren't testing for steroids then. Now, when they started, right, guys were deep into it, and we had a conversation about it. I'm not going to go too deep into it right now, okay, just because I don't feel like it. And I don't want nobody, looking to see where I'm at, trying to find my location services. But Major League Baseball needs to figure it out, man. The writers, I know you guys are the ones that are responsible for voting into the Hall of Fame, but y'all need to get it figured out. Like this whole steroid thing, people are going to continue to use steroids. Cheaters always stay ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? Even when A-Rod last got popped, it wasn't because he failed the Major League drug test. Someone snitched on A-Rod. At the lab that he was going to get this administered, his steroid shot, whatever. The front desk person or whoever it was, whoever got a hold of that list of names, snitched on A-Rod, basically on some extortion stuff. He passed the Major League drug test. There's plenty of dudes that pass these Major League drug tests all the time and don't get caught. It's not going to stop happening, man, but just to let y'all know, steroids, they're not legal, but they're not illegal right now because they're not being tested for at the moment. So we'll see if they put something in the next collective bargaining agreement or whatever they want to call that they're working on right now. So that's all I got to say about the MLB. Tomorrow night is kick-ass Saturday, and here's why. We have Mr. Israel Adesanya taking on Whittaker. I don't know Whittaker's first name, but this is the second time he fought Mr. Adesanya. Now, I know Whittaker's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It only take me one time to get my tail whooped. You know what I'm saying? To realize I probably shouldn't fight this dude again. But knowing that Adesanya is undefeated, I know he got his ass whooped the first time. And he's willing to do it again? For what, bro? Like, I don't know if he really is. Because when I was looking at this picture, it seemed like he was contemplating what the hell he was getting into right now. You know, just look at his face. He's just like, I don't know, man. I know it's too late at this point, but I think this was a bad idea. I think that's what he's thinking at this moment in time in this picture right here. Adesanya, you know, he's no joke. That dude, he reminds me of the guy off of Street Fighter. Is it Street Fighter? The Shazam, whatever. The Shawtalism. The dude with the long arms and the long legs, just, you know, he'll hit you from 2 miles away. That dude, that's who Adesanya reminds me of. Somebody please tell me what his name is. Slingshot. You know the guy off Street Fighter that had the long arms and long legs? It was like the Shawtalism or something like that. I can't think of his name. But Adesanya is cold-blooded, man. If y'all get a chance, watch that fight tomorrow night. It's going to be entertaining regardless. Going to be entertaining. Check it out. So, is it cold outside? Not really. It's like almost 70 degrees right now in Texas. But somewhere it's cold, and I'll tell you where. Over there in China, bro. What's Winter Olympics? Where is it at? What's the name of it? Beijing. Beijing. That's that stuff these cats put in their hair these days. Beijings. Yeah, man. We got some gold medals. Finally, we've got 4 of them. Shout out to our U.S. No, not Shazam. His name is like the Shawtalism. Or I can't think of his name. It's a Street Fighter character. The black dude, the Indian looking character with the long arms and long legs. I can't think of his name, but if anybody can think of his name, just drop it in the comments for your boy. But yeah, man. So I just want to kick a quick shout out to the freestyle skiing mixed teams aerial. It's the first time since '98, I believe, they've won that gold medal, and that's Ashley Caldwell, Christopher Lillis, and Justin Schoenfeld. Sorry if I butchered your names. Those aren't very common names. It's all good though. But also Lindsey Jacob Ellis on the snowboard cross, gold medal. Chloe Kim, gold medal, snowboard half pipe, and Nathan Chin, free skate, man. Shout out to you, man. Love it. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Proud to be an American. If I had my flag, I'd be waving it right now like Sammy Sosa running across center field, man. But hey, I appreciate y'all coming to join me for this first ever episode of Rock the Mic Sports with J.A., man. You know, love it, man. Y'all keep supporting the cause, man. Remember, we're off next Wednesday. The next 2 Wednesdays, we're going to be off. Just taking a little break, and we'll be back on noonish, man. But I appreciate y'all. I'll be right here next Friday and every Friday on Wreck the Mic. Having a great time talking sports. Man, who you got? Let's go Cincinnati. Let's go Bengals. Let's get that dub this weekend, baby. I'll see y'all later, man. I appreciate y'all watching. Peace.